Bonjour, this is Madame Hess. Merci beaucoup for joining me for this lesson on interrogative pronouns. Hopefully by the end of this lesson, you'll have a better understanding as to how to use them. So here we go. As always, it's a good thing to have your French notebook ready. Hopefully you have a pencil or pen in hand. Please stop the video whenever you need to so that you can write down this information. And remember that you can use your notes to help you do your assignments, lessons, and quizzes. So here we go. Okay, interrogative pronouns. Interrogative means questions. You're asking about things. Okay, the pronoun lequel has two parts. You're taking the article, the definite article, which is either le or la, and you're combining it with the interrogative pronoun quel. So right here, lequel is made up of le plus quel. This is masculine singular. And laquel is made up of la followed by quel, the feminine form. So both parts must agree in number and in gender with the noun it replaces. Okay. Lequel means which one and replaces quel plus a noun. So in this sentence here, quel livre est-ce que tu préfères? We're asking which book do you prefer? So instead of saying quel livre, quel plus the noun, we say lequel. Lequel préfères-tu? Which one do you prefer? And we're using lequel because livre is masculine singular. Okay, here are the following forms, and this is a chart you might want to write down. Masculine singular is lequel. Masculine plural is lesquels. Feminine singular is laquelle. Feminine plural is lesquels. And notice that these two lesquels, they sound the same, but they're written differently depending upon whether or not they are masculine or feminine. Here's some examples. Je voudrais acheter un livre. I would like to buy a book. If you want to ask which one would you like, okay, it's livre is masculine and singular, so you use the masculine singular form. Lequel voudrais-tu? In this example, je voudrais acheter une robe. Une robe is feminine singular, so we say laquelle voudrais-tu? Je voudrais acheter des crayons. Okay, I would like to buy some pencils. Pencils is masculine and plural, so we use the masculine plural form. Lesquels voudrais-tu? Je voudrais acheter des pommes. I would like to buy some apples. Okay, apples are feminine and it's plural, so we're using lesquels voudrais-tu? Alrighty, let's practice. All right. Okay, choose the correct form of lequel to replace the noun in blue. So you're just going to look straight across the line. J'aime ce livre. So you have a choice of A, lequel, or B, lesquels. J'adore ces chaussures. I love these shoes. Are you going to say lesquels or lesquels? Is chaussure masculine or is it feminine? Ces pulls sont mignons. These sweaters are cute. Once again, you have to know, are sweaters, is it masculine or feminine? And guys, look it up if you don't know. Il va porter une veste. Okay? So are you going to use lequel or laquelle? Nous allons voir un film. Lequel or laquelle? So write down your answers. Put it on pause for a second. When you have your answers selected, we'll go to the next slide. Okay, here we go. Answers. J'aime ce livre. The correct answer is lequel. Lequel.mp4. Which one do you like? Okay. Book is singular and it is masculine, so that's why we use lequel. Okay, in the second sentence, j'adore ces chaussures. Chaussure is feminine, so we need the feminine plural form, which is lesquels, this one right here. Lesquels adores-tu? Which ones do you like? Okay, ces poules sont mignons. Okay, pool is masculine, so masculine plural. We're going to use lequel, this one right here in column B. Il va porter une veste. He is going to wear a coat. You're going to say laquelle, which one? You must have more than one. Nous allons voir un film. We are going to see a film. We're going to use lequel, masculine singular, because movie is masculine and singular. So we can say lequel, which one? Okay, now we're going to go to, we have 4 ways to say to which ones or to whom. This would be another good chart to write down. Masculine singular is auquel. Plural is auquel. Sounds the same, but it's written differently. Feminine singular is à laquelle. Feminine plural is auquel. So even though auquel, auquel, and auquel all sound the same, they're written differently. All right, here's a reminder, and I think this is a way to help you decide another way to help you decide what to combine is a plus la doesn't change, it's a la. So if you want to say à laquelle, you just say à laquelle. Remember, our rewind to module 1, a followed by u changes to o. So if you want to say à lequel, you've got to combine the a and plus the le and change it to o. That's how we get auquel. And just like a followed by le changes to o, if you want to say à lequel, you've got to change the a le into o. And it can be plural masculine, or it can be feminine plural. Masculine plural or feminine plural. Okay, you might want to write that down too. Here are some examples. Il y a 2 concerts. There are 2 concerts. And you want to ask, which one do you want to go to? So which one, you're talking about which one concert do you want to go to? So you're going to say, auquel veux-tu aller? Okay, so, okay, il aime la femme à laquelle je parle. He loves the woman to whom I am speaking. Okay, la femme, you're going to say à laquelle, to whom. Okay, the next one, the men to whom he is speaking are rich. The men to whom, auquel, to which ones, il parle sont riches. Okay, and then the dresses about which I am thinking, the dresses I am thinking about are very pretty. Les robes auxquelles je pense sont très jolies. We're using auquel because you have to put to, and goes in front of les robes, which is feminine and plural. Four ways to say about or of which one, or about or of whom. Duquel, masculine singular. Desquel, masculine plural. De laquelle, feminine singular. Desquel, feminine plural. Once again, another chart to write down. Okay, this is another rewind. Just like de followed by le stays the same. You say de la, de plus laquelle equals de laquelle. De followed by le changes to do, so de followed by lequel changes to duquel. De followed by le changes to de, so de followed by le changes to desquel or desquel. They both sound the same, but one is masculine plural and the other is feminine plural. Another chart to write down. Here are some examples. Okay, just have 2 examples because really, guys, I think I could probably go, I think the only time I ever say de laquelle or duquel is when I'm explaining this lesson. Like I say at the bottom of this slide, don't stress about duquel or even the auquel, à laquelle, and auquel, because this is pretty sophisticated grammar, and you know, it's important to understand it because I want you to get your exercises right, but like I said, don't stress about it. Okay, Hozier is the singer I dream about. Hozier est le chanteur duquel je rêve. because you say I think about. Okay, je rêve de Roger. Je rêve de Louis. Say Roger is le chanteur duquel je rêve. Okay, these are the dresses I am dreaming about. Ce sont les robes desquelles je rêve. Once again, don't stress. Okay, here's our practice. Alrighty, answers are on the next slide. These are the boys to whom she is speaking. So you're going to use a followed by a form of lequel. And so what is that form going to be? The second one, how would you, okay, voici, here is the song that I am dreaming about. So you're going to use the preposition de followed by a form of lequel. So what are you going to put in here? You're going to be replacing la chanson, or you're talking about la chanson in this instance, which is feminine singular. Up here, you're talking about les garçons, which is masculine plural. Okay, Canada is the country from which I am returning. So you're using the preposition de followed by a form of lequel, and you're replacing le pays or le Canada, doesn't really matter, but it's masculine singular. And here are the dresses that I am thinking about. So you're using the preposition a followed by la. So is it, and please excuse its voice, it should be voici. I really meant to have, that should be an I right there. Voici les robes. Okay, and so you're talking about dresses which are feminine and plural. So put this on pause, choose your answers, and then I'll catch you on the next slide. Okay, here are the answers. Ce sont les garçons auxquels elle parle. These are the boys to whom she speaks. Voici la chanson de laquelle je rêve. This is the song I am dreaming about. Le Canada est le pays duquel je reviens. Canada is the country from which I return. And voici, once again, pardon the E here, it's voici, should be an I. Voici les robes auxquelles je pense. These are the dresses I am thinking about. And whenever you say you're thinking about something, pense is always followed by a. So that's why we're using lequel. I hope you got them all right. Okay, guys, merci for watching. Bonne chance. As always, contact me with any questions and let me know what you think of this video. I appreciate it. All the best. À la prochaine. Au revoir.